Every night, while you drift into dreams, a silent, high stakes operation begins inside your skull. It's not just rest, it's a physical, biological deep clean. Science has recently discovered the glymphatic system, a nightly janitor that washes away the toxic byproducts of thinking, specifically beta amyloid, the protein linked to Alzheimer's. If you aren't sleeping deeply, you aren't just tired. You're leaving the trash in the hallways of your mind. You are allowing the metabolic debris of the day to accumulate in the very spaces where your memories, your wisdom, and your identity are stored. Welcome back to the Silver Compass. I'm Duquemarino. Today, we're moving beyond the passive concept of rest to truly understand the active science of recovery. We're looking at why deep sleep is not a luxury, but the single most powerful tool in your cognitive arsenal.
As we move into our second act, the very design of our night shifts. What neuroscientists call our sleep architecture undergoes a profound structural change. We naturally begin to spend less time in deep, slow-wave sleep, the precise, critical phase where the glymphatic brainwashing is most active. This isn't just an inconvenience or a minor nuisance of growing older. It is a fundamental biological challenge. The rules of the game have changed, and to win, we must change how we play. Think of your brain's defense system like a 24-hour maintenance crew. In our youth, the crew was massive, and they had an 8-hour shift to casually clean the premises. There was room for inefficiency. But today, in our second act, that crew has been downsized. They might only get 4 hours to complete the exact same job. To stay sharp, to preserve our cognitive edge, we cannot simply wish for more time. We have to make those 4 hours count. We must learn how to maximize the intensity and the quality of the wash, even if the total quantity of our time has changed. This is where passive retirement ends and active mastery begins. Protecting your memory isn't about chasing a miracle cure or an expensive supplement. It begins with engineering. It begins with understanding the plumbing of your own mind. When you realize that deep sleep is a mechanical process you can actively optimize, you stop being a victim of restless nights. You become the architect of your own cognitive recovery. Let us look at the exact protocol to set that evening shift in motion.
How do we optimize this critical cleanup? We don't rely on luck, we establish a protocol. We start with phase 1, the digital sunset. 2 hours before your head hits the pillow, the screens must go dark. The blue light radiating from your phone, your tablet, or your television is not just an irritant, it is an aggressive chemical signal. It tricks your primitive brain into believing the morning sun is rising, halting your melatonin production instantly. By turning off the screens, you allow the natural chemical evening to settle over your mind. Next, we trigger phase 2, the thermal shift. Your brain requires a distinct drop in core body temperature to successfully initiate deep, slow-wave sleep. It is a biological prerequisite. We master this through engineering. Taking a warm bath or shower before bed draws the heat away from your core to the surface of your skin. When you step out into a cool room, your body temperature plummets. This rapid cooling tricks your nervous system, triggering your natural, ancient shutdown sequence. Finally, we engage in phase 3, the ritual of the page. This is where we replace consumption with study. Reading a physical printed book, never an electronic tablet, allows the mind to downshift its frequency. You are moving your intellect from the frantic act of scrolling to the deliberate pace of strolling. There were no notifications here. There were no hyperlinks or distractions. With every physical page you turn, you are sending a clear biological message down into your skull. The day is done. The janitor is ready to work. This 3-part protocol is how the modern elder reclaims the night. It turns an unpredictable evening into a predictable sanctuary for your mind. You are no longer leaving your cognitive health to chance. You are actively preparing the laboratory of your brain for its nightly wash. When you structure your evening with this level of intent, you protect your focus, your memory, and your sovereign authority over your own life.
Stoicism tells us that we cannot control the chaos of the world around us, but we can absolutely control our response to it. Deep, restorative sleep is the physiological foundation of that control. Without it, your emotional resilience crumbles, your critical thinking atrophies, and your internal compass begins to spin in circles. You cannot face the world with clarity if your mind is cluttered with yesterday's debris. So, here is your sleep challenge for the week. For the next 7 nights, I want you to initiate a strict digital sunset. 60 minutes before bed, the screens go dark. No exceptions. Put the phone in another room, turn off the television, and inhabit the silence. Step into the quiet and allow the biological janitor inside your mind to do his finest work. Tell me in the comments below, what is the one specific thing that is keeping you awake at night? Is it racing thoughts, digital habits, or a restless routine? Let's map out the fix together, right here in our community. By sharing your obstacle, you allow this tribe to help you anchor your focus. Let's clean the hallways of our minds and navigate forward.
Mastering the night is how we reclaim the day. When we give our minds the sanctuary of a deep biological clean, we don't just wake up rested, we wake up sovereign. We greet the morning with our focus intact, our resilience restored, and our vision entirely unclouded by the noise of the modern world. Your wisdom is your greatest legacy, but it requires a sharp, well-maintained instrument to guide others. Do not leave the laboratory of your mind to chance. Protect your architecture. Protect your peace. I'm Duquemarino. Keep your curiosity sharp, keep your silver compass pointing north, and remember, a sharp mind begins with a deep rest. The journey truly begins now.